Today I made a cheesecake. This was loads of fun, so I hope you enjoy. For this you will need 290 grams of biscuits, 100 grams unsalted butter, 400 grams of double cream, 500 grams of cream cheese, 450 grams of Nutella, 80 grams of icing sugar and 200 grams of lotus spread. You will also need an 8-inch pan which has a little latch so that it can pop open for when we have to take out the cheesecake, and also 2 bowls for the ingredients. So we're going to start by bashing the biscoff into a sort of light crumbly texture. You can do this with a food processor, but at the moment I don't currently have one. Once you have crushed your lotus biscoff, you are going to pour it into a bowl, and then you will add 100 grams of melted butter. When you're crushing your biscuits, make sure to get all the lumps out so it's very small pieces, unlike what I have done. So we're going to get our melted butter, which is somewhere. What's there? Okay, so we're going to add 100 grams of melted butter into our mixture, and we're going to mix that until it is combined. Oops. Okay. Now that we have created our mix for the base, we are going to take it and we are going to place it in our 8-inch tin. See, mine's not particularly as thin as it could be, but we're going to take it and then flatten it down with a fork. So we're going to press it down to create our solid base. Now that we have pressed down firmly on our base, we are going to set that aside, and we are going to take our bowl and pour in 400 milliliters of we're pouring 400 milliliters of double cream, and if we just and we are going to whisk it until it has soft peak. Set this. It's not on. As you can see, we have formed a whipped cream. using our double cream. So if you keep going, like, it may take a while, but if you keep going, it will eventually turn into this consistency. And what we're going to do is we're just going to set that aside along with our base, and then we are going to take our 500 grams of cream cheese, 80 grams of ice sugar, and 450 grams of Nutella, and we're going to whisk those until combined. Okay, so what we're doing, we are adding our 500 grams of cream cheese to the bowl, and okay, so we've added our cream cheese to the bowl, and now we are going to add 80 grams of ice and sugar. A bit much, but it's okay if you go slightly over. And then we are going to add 450 grams of Nutella. Don't worry if it goes a bit all over the place. That is totally normal, and do not be afraid to make a mess. Okay, so once you have mixed it until it's fully combined, you are going to take that and you are going to add it to your whipped cream. Okay, once you've added your chocolate mixture into the whipped cream, it may be easier to add the whipped cream onto the chocolate. My bowl just wasn't big enough, so we are then going to take them and we're going to quickly mix. Okay, now that we've mixed that, we are going to take our base that we prepared earlier and we are going to pour our cream on top of it, and then we are going to smooth it out so that we can leave it to set. Okay, so now that we've added our mixture to our base, we are just going to smooth it out across and make an even distribution so that when we leave it to set overnight, we can have a even surface to add our topping onto. Okay, so we're going to leave this overnight, and then in the morning we will decorate it and add our biscoff to the edge of it. Okay, so I've left the cheesecake to sit overnight, and we're just going to put this over here so that we can crush a couple of biscuits to go on top of our cheesecake. Okay, once you have crushed your biscuits, you're going to take 200 grams of lotus biscoff spread and pop it in the microwave to melt it down. Okay, we've melted down the lotus biscoff, and we're going to quickly open up our cheesecake from the tin so that we can pour on our biscoff over the top of it. But first, we need to knife it round. Okay, pop this off. And that is our cheesecake without the topping on top. And so we're just going to quickly transfer this over to a plate so that we don't make too much mess when pouring the biscoff on top. Okay, right, you're going to take your melted biscoff and just pour it over the top. And you're just going to get a spoon, get any excess out of the jar, and then smooth out so that it drips down and goes to all sides. Don't worry if you have a little bit of mess down here, because eventually that will be cleaned up. And then finally you're going to take your crushed biscoff, okay, honey, you take your crushed biscoff and you're going to sprinkle it on the edge of your cheesecake, just round to the top. And there you have it. There is your lotus biscoff cheesecake. And you can add any ingredients to it, like cream or ice cream. But before eating, make sure to pop it in the fridge to set. And that is our video for today. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time.